Hi, minasan konbanwa, Matigo desu. Today, Ayumi and I, we went to Enoshima and we joined the One Kopen get-together. And my goodness, we had a lot of fun. Got to meet a whole bunch of different puppy dogs, and she was ecstatic. I haven't seen her use that much energy for that amount of time before, so as one would expect, she's really tired. After we finished lunch, we got back into our cars, she fell asleep within 30 seconds. And I know that kids can fall asleep very, very quickly. I consider Ayumi a kid. I was shocked at how quickly she fell asleep because I've not seen her fall asleep that fast before. So clearly she had a lot of fun. She enjoyed herself a lot. This was the first time that she went to a dog run. And she was able to see a lot of other dogs, much bigger dogs, much smaller dogs, and she could interact. It was kind of funny because when she first went to the dog run and I let her off her leash, she doesn't know what to do when she's off her leash. So she doesn't run around, she doesn't have a whole lot of energy. The few times when she has been off her leash outside, she's usually stopped because she doesn't know what to do. It's maybe too much freedom for her, I don't really know. It does make it much easier to catch her if she does happen to get off her leash, which she has done twice. But that being said, it was kind of funny watching her because as she was walking around the dog run, and all these other dogs were there, and they were playing and sniffing each other and enjoying each other's company, she was keeping to herself a lot and just walking around and keeping to herself. And it reminded me so much of my son when he went to kindergarten for the first few times. He did not know how to interact with other kids with the same energy level that they had. And so as a result, because of their energy level, he felt intimidated, and so he stayed away from them for a little while anyways, until he got used to them, and then he made friends and all that other stuff. But it was kind of funny because, I guess mammals are the same. It doesn't matter how big we are. If we don't act like everybody else, we're maybe not self-conscious. Well, I don't know if dogs can be self-conscious. I know people are a lot, but I don't know if Ayumi was self-conscious or not. She doesn't strike me as the self-conscious kind or the self-conscious type. But yeah, she was more than happy to go and interact with all those puppy dogs. Isn't that right, puppy dog? And we were happy to go and see all those puppy dogs and play with them and have fun. So it seems that Google Maps has once again sent Ayumi and I on a little bit of a mystery quest. I don't know exactly what it is. It's asking us to find, but it's not at all bringing us to our apartment. And this is not the first, the 10th, or even the 50th time that Google Maps has done this kind of thing. And it's not just Google Maps. Apple Maps does the exact same thing. I ask it to bring me to a place, and it will either not give directions soon enough, or the directions that it gives is so minuscule that there's no time to react to new instructions after performing an action. And that's what happened tonight. So I was on the highway, and it said continue straight. However, there was a fork, and both forks turned. I don't know which way straight is supposed to be. Now, Yogi Berra, the famous baseball player, did have a saying that he used to say, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. The only problem is I've got a puppy dog with me, so if I just take the fork, that's going to result in 2 messes. Well, 3 if you include the car, and so that's not something that we want to deal with at all. So it seems that I'm somewhere in the middle of Tokyo right now, up in Adachi. And I'm going to, once again, have my navigation systems try and redirect me back to Kashiwa so that the puppy dog and I can get back to our apartment, ideally before midnight. That would be nice. So we've gone about 2 hours already since leaving Enoshima. It was only supposed to take about an hour and a half to get back to the apartment, but clearly that was slightly off. So, but you know, it's fun to lay the blame at the feet of Google Maps or Apple Maps or any of these navigation systems, but I understand the complexity of writing software that's always correct. I'm honestly surprised at what software can do, despite all of the things that we humans do to make everything complicated. And the software is able to navigate a bunch of this, which is real nice. So hats off to the people who are actually making these navigation systems, because it is not at all easy. All right, but let's see if we can actually get back to our apartment again before midnight. I haven't yet found a park for Ayumi, because in Tokyo, the only green you're going to find, now this is a gross generalization, but it's semi-accurate. The only green you're going to find either A, has no parking places around it, which means nobody can take their car there or leave their car anywhere nearby, or it's just a weed on the side of the road. And considering how patient Ayumi has been today, considering how much of a good puppy she's been today, I don't want her to just walk amongst the weeds to go and relax. I want her to either enjoy a nice little park or the routes that she's familiar with. So she's been incredibly patient. She's been in the car for several hours now. I'd like to get her out, but not here. So I'm hoping that we can get home in maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, so that she can get out, stretch her legs, use the bathroom, and then we can head back to our apartment and relax for the evening. Let's see if we can do that. puppy dog and I have made it home, and it is just after 9 o'clock. So it took about just over 3 hours for the puppy dog and I to get back from Enoshima, which is fine. I don't mind driving. The only concern that I have is Ayumi's been very patient, so I'm very fortunate that she didn't, and she's also very fortunate that she didn't make a mess in the car. Otherwise, like, I don't have all the stuff to clean her sofa, so I don't want her to make a mess into that right now. But anyway, we're home. It's all good. The traffic wasn't too bad leaving the northern part of Tokyo, which is great. We were able to get home in about half an hour. So all in all, no complaints. Today has been absolutely wonderful. I got to meet a lot of people and puppies. Ayumi, same thing. She got to meet a whole bunch of puppies and people. I'm looking forward to doing these kinds of things more often. If I can do one per month, that's great. If I can do more, that's even better. But let's see what the future has in store. And who knows, maybe after I attend a couple of these, I'll see what the pattern's like, and then maybe even I can host one of these. Because it would be nice to plan a nice little course and have people come and enjoy things. There are a lot of really nice mountain areas around here with really good driving routes. And so, yeah, like so long as it's not snowing and so long as we don't have ice on the roads, I see no reason why we wouldn't all be able to just go enjoy some simple toge, like nothing crazy, no racing, but some simple mountain drives, enjoy the scenery, stop at some very scenic places. I need to stop using the same words over and over, but there are a lot of beautiful places around here that I'm sure many people would enjoy alongside their puppies. So let's see what the future has in store. But anyways, if you're still watching, you're very patient. I thank you very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.